Stop stressing so much about people's opinions. A lot of us as society, we put way too much weight on what other people think about our actions, about how we are, how we're operating, etc. For example, maybe you have some weird quirks, right? I don't know, an example isn't even coming to my head, right? But a lot of times you will hide those things because you are scared of the judgment that you're going to receive from other people. First of all, if those are the kinds of people that you're around, ideally maybe elevate your circle, because the way I see it, people that are on a judgmental vibe and all that kind of stuff and are just going to ridicule you for nonsensical things, you know what I'm saying, they're probably not people that you want to spend too much time with, right? You don't want to be too close to them simply based on the fact that they probably haven't read this book, mate. Emotional Intelligence 2.0. I'm trying to tell people, I'm trying to tell guys, yeah, everyone needs to read that book. Yeah, real talk. But anyways, besides the point, if you're so obsessed with other people's opinions and you allow that to stop you from being who you want to be, a lot of the times you're going to dim your own light. Because you're going to have aspects of yourself. Maybe, for example, you're the kind of person, right, who likes to, I don't know, you like to say good morning to people. But you're thinking, some people I'm around, they might think I'm being weird if I say good morning to this random person. Da, 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 da. Fuck that, man. Just say good morning. Spread that positive energy, right? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If that's what you do, you just say good morning to every person. I don't know. Just do it. Do it. If that's you, if that's your authentic self. Because when you focus so much on living based on other people's opinions, you kind of put yourself in a box that isn't a good one to be in. In fact, you start living a life where you're constantly thinking about what other people are going to say about what you're doing, and that's no way to live. Gratefully enough, we're in a time now where you don't have to live like that. Perhaps historically, it may have made much more sense, because if you were, for example, looked down at by your group of people or whatever it is, it could have been physically dangerous, right? You may have been kicked out of the society, right? Now it's not really like that. You're not going to get kicked out of society for being a little bit weird. If you're just a bit weird or whatever, it's cool. If you want to dye your hair pink, go ahead. Right? I'm actually about to do that tomorrow. Nah, I'm joking. I'm suppressing that part of myself. I'm hiding that part of myself that wants to dye my hair pink. I really want to, but I haven't reached that level of enlightenment that I'm trying to help you reach yet. Yeah? But if you want to dye your hair pink, yeah, just go for it. Yeah, just go for it. Pink afro. Imagine me rocking a pink afro. I think that would go hard, you know. Let me know if I should do that in the comments. In the comments below. But ultimately, on a deeper level, you may hold yourself back from building business. It's not just about your weird quirks or whatever it is. That was just the example that I used. But you may hold yourself back from building your business. You may hold yourself back from posting content on social media because you think people are going to laugh at you. Who cares, man? People can laugh. It's fine. I don't care. Like, people, there's going to be videos that I'm making probably that people might think I'm being weird in or whatever it is. I don't care. I mean, even just the whole thing of what I was saying about dyeing my hair pink, some people are going to take that a type of way. That's for you. That's your own problem to deal with. That's not a me problem. That's not a me problem at all. You have to be confident enough within yourself that you know yourself, you know your heart, you know who you are, and you just embrace your authentic self. There's going to be people that are maybe, I don't know, it's going to be whatever, right? People are going to talk, people are going to hate. A lot of the times, I'm sure, I imagine. But the thing is, you gotta be at a point where you don't even like receive the hate. Like the hate can be sent, right? Negative energy can be sent. There can be people trying to ridicule you for what you're doing, for the moves you're trying to make. They're not seeing the vision. Maybe you make some mistakes. Maybe you post some video and it's like looking back at it, you're watching it and you're like, yeah, I can't lie, that was a bit of a bad video, and you're not feeling it. Don't take it to heart. Maybe you're getting a lot of comments on the video saying, yeah, why are you posting this? Da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's a good point, actually. I don't know what I was doing in that video. yeah, my bad, boom, and then you just keep it stepping. Yeah, don't dwell on things, unless again within reason though, within reason. Don't be a psychopath. Don't be out here like, I don't know, saying the most maddest things or doing the most maddest things. Like, you know what? I don't care about people's opinions, so I'm just gonna kick this child in the head randomly that I'm seeing walking across the street. That's maybe I can't necessarily condone of that message. I can't necessarily condone unless they stepped on your shoe. What now? Alright, listen, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. But no, realistically, even that, for example, me saying that, some people are gonna be emotional by it. They're not gonna understand my sense of humor. It's cool shit. Like, my channel ain't for everyone. But again, moral of the story, don't allow people's opinions to hold you back from the gifts that you're actually trying to bring to the world. The people who are there to understand it will get it. Some people won't. You can't please everyone. You can't please everyone. The people that you look up to the most, they're not liked by everyone. Because no one is. I don't believe anyone is liked by everyone. Even Jesus isn't liked by everyone. Jesus is a key figure in Christian belief, and to my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's also spoken about, not obviously on as high of a level, but also in Islam. But at the same time, there's people that do not like Jesus. There's many people that do and see him as the perfect person, and there's also people that don't. If there's people that didn't like Jesus, surely there's going to be people that don't like you. There's people who don't like J. Cole. Not to compare J. Cole to Jesus, by the way. It's a different point. There's people that don't like J. Cole. Like, what? There's people that don't like Shay Lamar. Listen. If there's people who don't like Shay Lamar, this is how you know that there's an issue within our society. So if people don't like you, it might not even be a problem with you. Some people are just tapped in the head. Realistically. Don't allow people's opinions to hold you back. Be yourself and focus on what you want to focus on. Go for what you want to go for. And share your gifts with the world from your heart. Because the world will be a better place if you do that. With that being said, you have an amazing day, my people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and that. Not that I care about your opinion or anything, but like, I also want to know your opinion. No, I care about your opinion though. I care about your opinion. Let me hear your thoughts. Yeah. I don't, again, if you're like, oh, that was the other thing I was going to say actually. Sometimes people are going to give you criticisms that are actually good points. I've had situations where I've had a hater, right? Or what people would perceive to be a hater. I don't perceive them to be a hater. I'm just using that terminology for the definition of this video. Because I just see that as someone that hasn't yet learned how to love me yet. I just repeated yet. Hasn't yet learned how to love me. That's it. Like, they ain't no haters. How can someone hate me? Like, realistically. Does it, like, it legit, like, as in, I'm not even joking when I say this. It doesn't make sense. How can someone hate me? I'm like part joking, but I'm also being serious at the same time. Factually. It doesn't make sense. That's how you got to see it for yourself as well. How can anyone hate you? Like, what? It doesn't make sense. What the fuck? They obviously just haven't learned how to love you yet. That's all. That's all. But sometimes a hater, so for example, hater, lover. Wait, hold on. That's taking it too far. But you get what I'm saying, right? Pause. Actually play. Play, rewind, do it again. Yeah? Because why not? Anyways, I had a hater. Hating, But guess what? He actually made some good points. And I actually took on some of the feedback. And I had someone else before commenting something. Like, rah, that's actually a good point. A lot of like, sometimes it's not a good point. Sometimes it's just, okay, brushed out. But sometimes it's like, rah, that's a good point. You don't even realize that you've actually helped me elevate even more. That's the craziest thing about it. So a hater can be hating, But them hating can actually help me become better. Because they're saying, I don't know what, but let's just say they're saying something. They're saying, with your videos, I don't know, let's just say, for example, you have, I don't know, trying to think of what to say. Let's say they say, the lighting's bad or something. Let's say someone said that. Someone hasn't said that yet, but maybe you might say that. And then I go and look at the video and I'm like, to be fair, that's a good point, actually. I didn't even really think about the lighting that much. That's actually a good point. I never considered that. I appreciate it. Now that hater, who again isn't even a hater anyway, but let's say let's say they're genuinely a hater. Let's say they're like, nah, I hate this guy. Da 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 da. No one watched this guy's videos. His lighting is so bad. Like, let's say they're so triggered by the lighting. Maybe they're some kind of light engineer or they invented lights or something, and they're like, no, I hate the lighting. It's like, right, you know what? That's even a good point. I appreciate that, for real. And now you've helped me become better. That's how I recommend dealing with quote unquote negative opinions when it fits. And if it doesn't fit, it's like, because I'm just on a continuous evolution journey. As a result, it's just feedback to me. But if the feedback doesn't make sense, then I'm just going to keep it moving. I'm just going to laugh and just, like, that's jokes. And then boom, keep it moving. I don't care. Like, what? Outside of those two scenarios, I can either get amusement from the hater comment or I can get feedback from it if it's relevant to do so. I don't see anything else for me to do. I'm not going to get offended by it. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm not that sensitive. Like, what? Okay, you have an opinion. It's different to mine. That's fair enough. That's actually quite funny. A lot of the times haters are actually quite funny as well because they come up with creative ways to say things. It's like, I appreciate the entertainment that you've provided me on this fine evening, sir. And then you keep it moving. With that being said, if you love your mum and you value your mum's opinion, I think you should value your mum's opinion. If you love your mum and you value her opinion. I was with her last night and she said to me, my child who's watching this video right now, she said, if he doesn't like this video, or she, I don't rate him or her, or they or them, or Z or Z, or it. She actually said that she's gonna now start calling you an it. She's gonna denounce your pronoun all the way to it. And yes, it is a denouncement in my perspective, at least. She's gonna denounce your pronouns all the way to it if you don't like the video. I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying this for you because I care about you not having to be in a situation where your mom doesn't even rate you. So for your own sake, like the video. And if there's one opinion that you take on, it should be the opinion of your mom. You should care about that. If you love your mom. If you don't, it's fine. I can see that you don't love your mom because you haven't even liked the video yet. It's fine. I'm just going to tell her tomorrow. With that being said, you have an incredible day. Peace out.